Brittany from EcoVeganGal.com, and welcome back to another EVG Uncensored. And this sort of continues the series about getting in better shape. This is going to be mainly, well, I guess it does. Okay, fine, but it's not entirely fitness related, is what I'm saying. I just came back from an amazing. Well, I've had an amazing day. Let me start at the beginning. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. I'm working on a bunch of different projects that are keeping me up late at night, and my sleep schedule is entirely off. So I woke up feeling like I didn't want to go work out, but I got myself out of bed and I did a little bit of computer work, and I started to slowly wake up, and I thought, I really don't want to miss out on another workout. So I just decided I was just going to go. And that actually happened to me over the weekend too. I typically do not drink alcohol that often. Maybe I'll have a little bit here and there. I enjoy mixed drinks every now and then, but on Friday night we had the end of the Fiesta Movement party, and it was an open bar, and we were hanging out at a hotel and staying the night there, and I drank a lot more than usual, so I woke up Saturday not feeling so great, and thus really not wanting to work out. But both that day and today, feeling similarly without the alcohol aspect, I still went to work out. So number one, I think it's always worth trying to get yourself to work out, trying not to break the habits, making things happen even if you don't feel entirely up to it. Oftentimes working out will just make you feel better. And you might, like in both cases, it was still a challenge to be in a class, and I was still tired afterwards, but by the end of the day, I was really appreciative that I went through it anyways. The other nice thing about today was that because the Fiesta Movement program is over, I don't have a car anymore, and it's very challenging to live in Los Angeles without a car. But fortunately, there's actually many modes of transportation that are quite eco-friendly as well. So there's walking, there's car sharing, there's buses, there's even a subway here. You can, of course, have a bike. People always say you have to have a car in LA, but I've lived here for many extended periods of time without one and have gotten around, literally. Today I decided to walk to the studio that I joined, which is less than 2 miles from me, and took me just under 20 minutes to walk there. It was a 75-degree sunny day. Sorry to rub it in for all of you that are in cold, typical December weather. I know, like on the East Coast, there's a lot of snow. And hopefully you're enjoying it, but I was also enjoying the 75-degree weather, and it was so nice to walk there, and it put me in such a great mood. So even though I wasn't feeling great, the sun energized me. I got my vitamin D. I have that kind of light meditation of just walking and not being with anybody, not talking to anyone, trying not to use my phone too much. So I really enjoyed that, and I had a great bar class that I went to, and really good energy from the students and the teacher. Again, I promise I will be doing a video just about the studio I joined when I have the opportunity to do that. But I can't wait because the experiences there have been phenomenal. And then after that, I came home, made some lunch. I had some organic brown rice and quinoa pasta from Trader Joe's. I'm so excited about this product. I don't know when it launched there, but I'm starting to see brown rice and quinoa pasta that doesn't have any corn, that's entirely organic, showing up in stores. It's very, very exciting. And I just mix that with some marinara sauce. You know, it's so quick to make. It takes 10 minutes without, you just put it on the stove, you leave, you come back, mix all together, and you've got a meal. So that was great, and then I took a nap. And the reason, if you're wondering, I have this like red line right here. I went and got a massage. And let me tell you guys, get massages. Massage is another thing in my life. I think this was the last video I did where I talked about finding ways to make important things happen, to make things a priority in your life. There are so many things that we want to do as people, and we feel held back, and a lot of time it's a matter of time and money. Those come into play all over the place in our lives, whether we're scared to eat healthier, or we don't, think that we can't go on vacation or we can't get the type of fitness membership that we want. But massage has also been one of those things. And massage has been something that I've really enjoyed for about half my life. I remember I got a massage for the first time, and I really enjoyed it, but it just felt like such a special treat. I was a teenager when this happened, and I was like, wow, I'd never done this before because it was too expensive, and you can only get massages if you have money. And so throughout high school and college, it was just massage seemed like something that I would have every once in a blue moon, and somebody else would have to buy for me, and I wasn't ever going to be able to afford it. It's funny how you have those mind tricks, right? Well, this year, 2013, I decided that I wanted to make massage more of a priority because it feels so good, and it makes such a difference in my body and my mental state. I feel like it's really important. And of course, there are all types of healing. Another thing I'm really passionate about is cranial sacral. I actually have a video on the main Eco Vegan Gal page. Cranio, with an O at the end, sacral, is a really amazing healing modality. Something else I posted recently on the main Eco Vegan Gal channel too was Reiki. And I'm coming up on doing this, summarizing this amazing book that I've been reading about reducing stress in our lives. And it talks about all these different forms of physical therapy and mental therapy that we can go through. But my point here is that I feel like that's such an important part of our life that many people ignore. And many people just think they can't afford it, and it's just not going to fit into their life, and it's not important to them. But wow, for me, it is just transformative. And recently, probably about 6 months ago, I found this really great Thai massage place. Many big cities have a variety of different massage places you can go to, and a lot of them will be inexpensive. There are actually a bunch of chains out there. In LA, we have a place called the Massage Place. Many places throughout the country have a chain called Massage Envy, I think. And they're usually under $50, usually around the $40 range. Well, one day I stumbled across this Thai massage place in Thai Town in Los Angeles, near Hollywood, and it's only $35 an hour. And I thought, well, I doubt this is going to be any good, but at $35 an hour, why not? I'll try it. And I went, and it was one of the best massages I've ever had, and I've been going back any opportunity that I can. And you give a tip, it's $45, under $50, to feel absolutely amazing. So whether you're dealing with stress, muscle tension, strong emotions, a massage can really heal all of that, or just whatever you're dealing with at the time. So I literally just came back from that, and I feel invigorated. It's been great from all these workouts that I've been doing. I have a lot of muscle soreness, and I've been holding tension from various stresses in my life, and it's great. And then to top it all off, right by that place, if you happen to be in Los Angeles, there's a really cool juice bar called Raw Cane Juice. And they make all these incredible juices and smoothies out of raw cane juice. So the raw cane sticks, right, that a lot of sweeteners are made from. Except it's not processed. They literally just take the raw cane and they put it through a juicer, and you get fresh, sweet juice from it. And they mix it in and use that as a sweetener, and add it in all organic ingredients. And they have such amazing options there. So if you're in the area, if you're in Los Angeles, if you're going to come visit, check out raw cane juice. They're also at some of the farmers markets. And it's just like, what a great day. I got sunshine. I got a great workout. I got a massage, and I got this great juice. And also, I feel like the more that we take care of ourselves, we're kind of surrounding ourselves with positive energy, uplifting energy, and we start to just value ourselves a lot. And I feel like when I'm taking care of myself physically, emotionally, I start to follow into that. And one thing I'm trying to do more is meditation. I haven't gotten into the habit of really doing solid meditation, but I try to find little meditations throughout my day, and I feel like that's making a difference too. And for those of you who've been following me, you probably know that I'm really into manifestation, visualization, and just bringing about big things in my life by thinking about them, paying attention to them, just giving them a lot of my energy and focusing on them in a positive way. And I can't tell you how powerful that has been for me. Actually, I can tell you. I've told you many times in my videos. But while I was getting my massage, I received some really great bits of information that I will share with you guys in due time. And I felt like, wow, here I am taking care of myself, and the universe, in a way, is kind of providing for me, taking care of me as well. And it's kind of that chain reaction. And those opportunities have also been related to finances. And sometimes I feel like when you take care of yourself and maybe even push yourself a little bit past your comfort zone, if you're feeling like you're trusting in that, even if you don't feel entirely secure, things have a way of working out for you. So I've been talking a lot about money today. Well, it is a little nerve-wracking, even for me. I have a lot of emotions of stress attached to money, but I still spend money on things that are important to me. And I find that when I do things, when I take care of myself in that way, and I just take that risk and that leap of faith that, all right, this feels like a lot of money, but I'll be able to afford it, that's when opportunities start to come to me. And I feel like in a kind of spiritual way, just believing that you just have to trust that everything's going to work itself out. And the energy just contributes to itself. It builds upon itself. And good things just start happening as a result. Not to say it doesn't require some amount of actual work. It does require a lot of work. But the energy, in addition to that work, comes together in such a beautiful way. And it's just perpetuating, right? So the fact that I've been feeling so solid about working out is just like making me feel more confident with myself. I'm feeling confident about my body. I'm feeling confident about the things that I'm doing, and that's playing out in so many aspects of my life. So I hope that all of you will find that to be motivational and start to do that yourself, and just treat yourself the way you want to be treated. That's another big thing, is that I find myself being a little bit sad when other people don't treat me the way that I want to be treated. But my biggest mantra right now is I got to take care of myself. I got to do those things that I wish other people would do for me. And it really is so powerful. It reminds you how much control you have over your life. And oftentimes when you're treating yourself well and you're feeling good about yourself, you attract other positive people into your life that want to do those things for you. So again, it's perpetuating. And I've had a lot of ups and downs, especially over the past few weeks. So I'm not always in this positive mindset and feeling, but I really want to share it with you when I get there. Can't believe this. This is from enjoying a massage so much when you have your head stuck in the headrest, and they're walking on your back and giving you a lot of pressure. Oh, it's so good. Look for a really good Thai place. I found this place through Yelp. I think Yelp is amazing. It's so great because you can see all the reviews and the star ratings, and oftentimes people are right. Before I wrap this up, I wanted to share with you a few things. I found some really great quotes. One I just found right before I put this video up. It says, "If tomorrow women woke up and decided they really liked their bodies, just think how many industries would go out of business." Now that's kind of a negative view of things, but it makes you think, I guess it's a reminder that there is a reason why women and men don't like their bodies and feel like something's wrong with them. And I feel like the same thing is true of all aspects of life. If you've ever studied marketing, they'll talk about this a lot, about how a lot of marketing is about telling people what's wrong with them, what's not right in their life, what they're missing in their life, and creating problems that we don't actually have. And if society, as if a group of people start to believe this, and then it just goes on and it has a domino effect. So just keep that in mind, that, and I'm trying to remind myself of this too, so much of our opinions of ourselves are based on things that other people have said, and that doesn't mean that it's true. It's all about feeling good about yourself, and that's the whole message I'm trying to spread with this video series, is that you have to be accountable for yourself, and you have to work for it. And you have to mentally work for it, in the sense of reminding yourself every day that you are perfect just the way you are, And yes, you can make progress, and yes, you can strive to be better, but it shouldn't always be about better. You have to live in the moment and appreciate yourself for where you are right now. And I think it's great to always have goals and to always want to get somewhere. I love watching my body shift as I work out on a consistent basis, but I'm also really trying to appreciate myself every single day and love myself and not fall into those emotional traps that so many of us do. Another great article I read today was, where is that? 10 ways we body shame each other without knowing. And I'll link to this down below. So number 1, saying things like, she would be pretty if, ... So we're limiting our idea of beauty to a cultural stereotype. Beauty is not conditional. If you can't say anything nice, maybe it's time to learn how. So instead of saying, well, that person doesn't have the biggest thigh gap or whatever, that's like a big thing that keeps coming up, thigh gaps. It's annoying. Why can't we just appreciate what people have instead of what they don't have? Judging other people's clothes is number 2. There's not much there in the summary that adds to that, but you know how it is. People judge clothes a lot, and we judge ourselves for our clothes too. Number 3, making it an us versus them thing. Scanning this here. Equally, the idea that there's only so much beauty, only so much self-esteem to go around is a lie. What is it? Something just fell from the ceiling. Okay, that was odd. Was that a bug or something? Did you guys see that? That was creepy. It was like a big little black thing. Okay. Weird. Anyways, okay, so real women come in all shapes and sizes, no curves required. Number 4, avoiding the word fat. So dancing around the word fat is an insinuation that is so horrible that it can't even be said. That's actually an important thing is as to end body shaming, try nixing phrases like she looks healthy, she looks like she's taking care of herself, and she looks like she is starving when you actually mean, but when what you actually mean is a woman is thin. Number 5, making up body parts. We could all lead very full lives if we never heard the word cankles, muffin tops, apple-shaped, pear-shaped, or apple butt ever again. We are not food. Number 6, congratulating people for losing weight. You don't know a person's circumstances. Maybe they lost weight because of an illness, or if they're going to gain the weight back, they might be afraid of criticism. Think of something else you can compliment. I think that's important. I know sometimes I feel tempted to say that to people, but I don't want to put too much emphasis on it. But at the same time, I don't know, that's a tough thing, right? I know that it's helped me a lot when people have pointed out that I'm looking good, but maybe I feel like it's helping, but it's not actually helping. Maybe it's hurting in a way and putting pressure on. It's interesting. Number 7, using pretend compliments, such as, you're really brave to wear that. You're not fat, you're beautiful. You can afford to eat that, you're thin. You're, suggesting, I guess it's just, sorry, these are big paragraphs here, but it's a way for people to kind of skate around the body issues, but sometimes we put so much focus on people's sizes and people's beauty and all of that when we're really just trying to say something else. Number 8, thinking of women as baby-making machines. Somebody said that their gynecologist called her good breeding stock. You've probably also heard the terms baby-making hips. And when people ask fat people when they are due, that is not so great. So it's interesting how women are often complimented based on their bodies in relation to having children. Number 9, sticking your nose in other people's exercise routines. Well, this is a lot of what we're going on here. But a subtle form of body shaming occurs when people make assumptions or suggestions about someone's exercise habits based on their size. How about not completely overstepping your boundaries and being rude and inappropriate? Okay. And lastly, number 10, playing dietitian. If you have no idea how much a person eats or exercises, you shouldn't tell her to eat less and move more or suggest that she puts more meat on her bones. How do you know that she's looking for nutritional advice from you? So I think it's just important to be conscious about what we say and how we say it to people. And, you know, it also scares me sometimes that we get a little overly sensitive. So to me, it's about finding the balance, being conscious about it, but not being afraid that you can't say anything. I guess for me, the answer is that you should really only be talking about people's appearance if they're close to you and you're comfortable and you have a good relationship with them. But also be mindful that even your best friends, even your family members could be very sensitive to what you're saying to them. I know I've experienced that many times, and they might pretend that they're not hurt by it, but they might be. So we do have to be careful. But at the same time, I feel like we should all be able to speak freely, and we should all be loving and trusting and feeling more secure with ourselves, that even if someone were to say something, that it's really about how we receive it, not about what they're saying, and vice versa. So you could say something that is meant to be nice and somebody takes it the wrong way, and other way around, right? Everybody has their sensitivities, and I feel like if we are just more conscious and more loving and taking care of ourselves and working on our emotional selves, that those forms of communication can always be something positive. But I thought that was an interesting article, and if you want to read it, you can click on the link down below. All right, this has been a long video. I've had a lot to say today. I hope you guys benefited from it, and I would love to hear your comments as always. And I will see you soon. All right, bye.